I am living, breathing proof that it only takes a few months to change your life with dropshipping. It only takes one product, and the next thing you know, you're making a shit ton of money that you would never have thought to have been making before. And so I want to talk to you guys about my journey, especially just this whole year. We're gonna go over, the early parts, kind of briefly, and then we'll get into, when I found the product and what happened after that. So January, I actually had my first winning product ever, and I made about $10,000 in profit. At the time, I was working at a pizza place. I was a manager making $20 an hour, closing till like 11 p.m. and then doing, testing products after that. The day I quit was the day that I made my first $1,000 in profit, and I went in there, told my boss. It was like a Friday, and I just told him, I was like, yo, I'm done. Like, I thought in that time that this product was gonna last me a little bit longer, and it didn't end up lasting that long. It was a seasonal product. It was one of those film roll keychains that you can customize and like put your partner on and then give it to them for Valentine's Day, and that's why it popped off in January. February rolled around, Chinese New Year's, and a lot of the fulfillment centers and factories in China, they actually closed at this time. By the time I started running ads, it was Valentine's Day had passed, and there just wasn't as much demand, and so I couldn't run the product anymore. And for the next few months, I'll be honest, I really slacked off. When I quit my job, I also took the leap, and I had to move out because my parents were downsizing at the time. So I got an apartment with my roommate Joey, my friend Joey, and this was my first time, moving outside of my house, and so there was a lot of different expenses and stuff that came with that. And so not only did I quit my job, my main source of income, but I also had a lot more expenses I had to pay for. It was really tough. And for the next few months, I kind of let the pressure get to me a little bit. I really slacked off. I wasn't focusing on dropshipping. I was, maybe testing here and there, but I wasn't grinding like I know I could and like I have in the past. And then, finally this summer came around and I started testing products again. And in June, I found another winning product. It was, I'll try to show it on the screen right here, but it was this dress, this summer dress that was really trendy, and it was popping off on TikTok Shop. So I brought it over to Facebook and ended up selling that for, I think I did like 30K in sales. And I made a little bit of profit, maybe a few $1,000s, nothing crazy. And then during July, I ended up getting a shit ton of refunds. And I was getting a lot of refunds because I've never sold a clothing product before. And if you buy clothing from China, the sizing can be different than US sizes. So I didn't really handle that correctly. And I got every day I was getting 5 packages sent to my house that were all returns. And it was really stressful, and it was a lot to deal with. And so basically I've already spent all this 10K profit that I made in January, the 3K that maybe I made in June, that was slowly dwindling down, and then I had a very high balance on my Amex cards and my other credit cards I had at the time, and it was all falling down, and everything was falling apart. Like, my dream was collapsing, and I was like, shit, man, if I don't find a winning product soon, I'm gonna have to actually get a job. And I did not want to get a job. I hated the idea of working for someone else again. I never thought I was going to be able to get another job. I never thought I would ever get another job after I quit my job at the pizza place, and that was becoming, something that I was considering. But during this time, I'm just going to be honest, guys, I fully relied on God, and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and I actually believe that, God's going to take care of me somehow, find a way for me to not have a job. Late July, that is when kind of my lowest point. I think I had $30 in my bank account. My credit cards were all maxed out, basically. I think I maybe had $100 left on one of my credit cards that I could spend on ads or something. And I used that to test the next product that would make me so much money. And that product I found on August 1st. I tested it on August 1st. I remember, in the first day it hit a 5 ROAS. And then the next day it hit a 4 ROAS when I scaled it. And then I continued to scale it. And I'll start posting some screenshots on here, but I was hitting my first 1K days, 2K days, 4K days, and then I think I scaled it. I think the highest I was scaling it at this point was maybe 5K, 4K. And the first month was amazing. The margins were very healthy. I was doing 100K in revenue, and then I decided to invest in some mentorship. And the mentorship didn't really help me as much as I wanted to, so I ended up switching mentors at the time. But from here on out, I was making a really good amount of money. I was making like, 15 to 20K a month just off this one product. And I was super happy at the time. I was like, man, this is great. Like, my dream's coming true. Like, I believed in God and all this is happening for me, but I still wasn't satisfied. And so I kept on pushing, kept on testing new ads, kept on trying to make the site better. And eventually I found one creative that unlocked some crazy scale for the brand. And that creative got me to my first 10K day, got me to my first 20K day, got me to my first 30K, 40K, and 50K day. And from then on, we just started to scale like crazy. From August to like October something, we did like 300K total in sales. And then in October, the month of October, I believe we did like 500K in sales, or like 400K. And it's just crazy because, like, thinking back to, July, like, I was broke. Like, I was not even broke. I was in debt. Like, I was like a 10K in debt at least, and struggling to figure out how am I going to pay rent this month? Like, how am I going to take care of this and this? And there was some other, external stuff that was happening at the time as well. I'm not going to talk about, but there's a lot of pressure on me, and, I made it, and dropshipping actually worked, and it saved me. Like, it actually works. Then, pulling this back, and today, like, we've done like almost $3 million in sales with this product, which is insane. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit already with this product, and it's only been like 5 months. And it's crazy to think how fast your life can change, but like, this is the proof you guys see. Like, I hope this shows you guys that your dreams can come true. Dropshipping does work. It's not dead. Like, a bunch of, other e-com guys I'm following on Twitter, and my feed is just constantly dudes just hitting like 100K days on, Shopify, and like doing like insane numbers with dropshipping. So like, dropshipping is not dead. And if you guys like still have any doubts, like, I just told you this whole story about myself, and I am a normal person. Like, I grew up, playing Fortnite. Like, I grew up, doing normal kid stuff, like playing video games, playing COD, playing zombies, like doing what normal kids do. And I was able to make my dream come true. And a big part of that was just believing in myself and not ever giving up, no matter the circumstance. It does work. Like, it does work. I just bought a $100,000 car like a couple weeks ago. Like, it works. The only reasons that it won't work for you are these, lies that you make up in your head, and you just got to remember that. So I hope this inspires some of you guys to, take action and make some changes in your life, and just believe in your dreams, man, because they do come true. I'm living it right now, and it feels great. There's a lot I have to work on still. There's a lot of things I could be a lot better with, but we take it one day at a time. But thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope that this inspires some of you guys to really lock in this next year and make these dreams come true. Any videos you guys like to see from me, because I'm always looking for ideas. I'm a relatively small channel right now, and I love helping you guys out. So just let me know, and peace.